This guy Harasawa's favorite technique, which is Uchi Mata, which he just did to me about 30 seconds ago.
That's what I'm talking about. That time.
I think it was Lazard. Just joking.
Now you just copy me, bro.
Yeah, definitely. While the kids are trickling in, is everyone getting tired? No? No? I don't see enough people asking the Olympians to go with, so that's why I'm asking. Except him, he got one real hard. Just joking, but not really. Okay, we're going to start with the exploration of technique. How's that? So he's going to show his Uchi Mata Uchikomi. So a lot of you do the 1, 2, 3 steps, 1, 2, and 3. But the way he does it, the first step is considered a 0 step. So what I'm doing is I am using my left foot to propel myself forward. So it's a step back to propel forward and 1, 2. 0, 1, 2. It's easy if I lift my foot up. That first or 0 step is the most important step. So the first real step in, my hips are square with my opponent. Straight in. So for me to be able to twist, my first step will not be facing, my toes won't be facing my partner, but will be on facing 90 degrees from my partner. So after the first step, then the trailing foot comes immediately right after behind. So I am also bending my knees and using the tatami underneath to be able to propel myself up for the next step. So the first is I'm going to push off the mat and then into my partner. So I kind of pad my lower body down and use it as a spring to when the next step comes in. This is what I'm doing on from the waist down. So my particular Uchi Mata, I don't lift up particularly, but I push him or I pull him forward to his weak point and then trail with both my wrists in the same direction. So I combine both my lower body and my upper body to move simultaneously as a corkscrew.
で、午前中説明したように、自分が壁になる位置に踏み込むと、
So this morning, I talked about when I'm doing Kuzushi that sometimes if I stay in front of my partner, I become a wall and actually block my own technique.
なのでちょっと横に振れながら、はい、
So what I do is I place my hip towards the side of his body so that I can turn and there's room for him to be off balance.
で、実際になると、足を上げる状態に入るので、打ち込みではこうクロスするんですけど、クロスせずに素早く入れたい。
So as I'm doing Uchikomi, you're seeing me cross my foot to come into the throw. But actually, what's happening in when I actually throw, my feet is just replaced by the trailing feet.
これ最初に一人打ち込みでこうやって練習して、
So if I do Uchikomi by myself, you can see that my planting foot is being replaced by the other foot.
この内股は上半身を倒しながらかけてるように見えるんですけど、実際はこの崩しと、さっきの足のステップができてるから上半身を倒すことで相手を投げる。
So as you start getting used to with the footing and the upper body moving at the same time, you'll be able to off balance your opponent and be able to throw much easier without strain.
でこの後ろの形とその足を振り切るできてから足を上げる打ち込みを段階的に。
Yeah. So if you what you recommend is that make sure your Uchikomi positioning is very solid first. Then you start getting your footing much solid. Then work your way to actually throwing the technique. 繰り返してこれをやる。 He's gonna do it over again.
この時は手が頭が下がって体幹が連携することで肘が上がっているように見えるんですけど、実際は肘を最初から上げるけるんじゃなくて、さっきのこの位置で体下げるから。
So a lot of you have seen like Uchi Mata players, they have the chicken wing up and then they're pulling with the chicken wing. But actually the intention is not to do that. So as he's coming in for the technique, he has his elbow in his armpit with good positioning, and as he's dropping his weight down, his head and his head are aligned with each other. So it gives the image of him leaving his elbow up. But do not purposely put your elbow up.
この崩しをやった上で足を入れ替えるから肘が上がった。最初からこうじゃなくて。
Okay, so if you take away one hand, and you can see the difference on him having the good positioning for his right hand, rather than having the complete chicken wing, which is ineffective.
で最初から ここでもうグリップのポジションを固定して、あと体を動かしていく。
And then what you can do to practice is get your hand into the already the kuzushi position, and then move your body that way so that your form is correct. And then bring all the parts down together. Use just your upper body, and then don't use your wrists. That's how you practice good form.
でまず最初に打ち込みでしっかり形を作ることと、投げる場合はしっかり素早く足を入れ替えること、それができた上で足を上げるまでの打ち込みをやるっていうのが大事です。
And then, so finally, once you get all your footing correct, your arm positioning correct, and then your upper body turning correctly, then you want to do some resistance style uchikomis with either 3-man or a person resisting and lifting up their leg for you to be able to practice the last part of the flow, which is the lifting leg.
以上なんで、もし質問あればどうぞ聞いてください。
That explains Mr. Harasawa's Uchi Mata. If you have any questions, please approach him right after this session ends. Okay, so we're going to split up again. Take about 5 minutes to kind of run through this Uchi Mata process, and then try